CRSA champion for last year, Jordan Hutton, has gotten his season off to a good start as he won the opener. I think it was 2-3 weeks ago now over at the Thunder Mountain. And he also done some 410 stuff this week, so we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, man, I'm looking around this pit area. We got a lot of sprint cars here tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to be getting 40 cars tonight.
Really? That many?
That's just my rough estimate, but, you know, I always tend to be wrong with that kind of thing. So.
No, I was talking to that guy earlier. He said we could have a record tonight. So what's going on? Why do you think things are going so well for the 305s?
Well, I mean, you know, I hate to say it, but our economy, you know, it's not really the best, and it's a kind of budget-friendly class to get into. And I think that the competition level in the class has gone up. And I don't know about a lot of people, but for like me, and I know a lot of the great guys that run with the tour with us, it kind of gives everyone an urge to want to be better. It gives them an urge to be here every weekend, week out, and it gives guys that travel 4 or 5 hours sometimes to want to go out there and win. And it's very tough competition, but very easy to get into class. It gets the best of both worlds.
And you can't really outspend everybody else because of the basic rules of the class, right?
No, exactly. We got sealed motors. You can't have any you can't have too much titanium, barely any titanium. And the weight rule is very heavy, so you can't, you know what I mean? You can be a little on the chunky side and still be on the weight where you're not going to be having to spend, you know, 10 grand in lightweight parts. It's very easy to afford on the daily basis.
I think we used like titanium wing supports and things like that for a while there, weren't they? Like for the front wing and pieces like that?
They still do.
They still do, okay.
Yeah, when we were at High Limits yesterday and Thursday, all of them guys are all titanium wings.
Oh, titanium wings too. Oh boy, that'll boost the cost.
Well, underneath the wing, all their wing posts and all their nuts and bolts are all tie now.
Wow.
Even their wing trees are titanium on some of them.
If you had to guess, what would all that cost you?
I
don't
even want to think about it.
Yeah, okay. How was it? Let's start with, let me see. First was Outlaw, right?
Yep, Outlaw was Thursday night, Unichrome was Friday. You know, for the budget-friendly 410 motor we got, we did really well for what we wanted to do. I got some very valuable seat time, and, you know, I kind of made a few driver errors throughout the weekend, but that's to expect jumping right to the 410. Thursday night, we didn't qualify that well. Got into the heat race, we missed it by 1.5 miles. And then in the B main, I started 14th, I worked my way up to 10th in 2 laps, and then I was passing for 8th, and I got in the concrete wall, and I said, I think that's enough for me tonight.
Yeah. Then, how many were they taking?
I think 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so at that point, it's probably best to say, let's, especially since you had a race the next day, too.
Yeah, and I had to work Friday morning, so I worked Friday,
no
went
time
home,
to work on
washed it, and then put a new shock mount on, and went racing again, and we did pretty well, actually, for Utica. We timed 15th overall out of our group. And then we started the heat race in 8th, worked our way to, I think we finished 8th.
Okay.
I might have to count me wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure we finished 8th. And then in the B main, we were rolling. I went from 13th to, I think, 7th or 9th on the opening lap.
Not bad.
Went to go try the top on turn 3. Went right over and out. And
Did you go over the lip and into the grass? Okay.
Yeah, charged the corner way too hard, and you know what I mean, that's on me. I got the car too turned and planted the wing from where it needed to be, and got up there into the cushion, she went right over.
Okay.
So when we went to go fire the motor, I heard a little popping and banging, pulled it right in.
That's it. Push me in, I'm done. Yep. Okay. But we did learn some stuff, and it must have been fun to feel that 410 under your right foot.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah?
We actually started, my lap times were pretty equivalent to being around towards the back of the A main. Which, when you're going against the best in the world, it means a lot to us.
It does.
I mean, them guys do it for a living every day.
So the other thing I'm thinking then is you had to make sure this 360 or the 305 was ready to go like Monday, right?
No, it was actually ready to go last Saturday with that rain.
Oh, that's right, because so that helped in a roundabout way then. Yes. One less thing to work on, right?
Yeah, with the rain out, it actually worked out into my favor, I would sort of say. Because I had the 410 only bolted in the car. No radiator, no nothing yet, because we ran the 360 prior.
Wow.
And with that rain out, it really kind of played into my favor because this car was ready to go. Tires mounted, everything was on it, fueling was done. And today we kind of just loaded up and went.
That must be nice. So, okay. Of course, this is going to be easy today. I know you know this track pretty well, but with all these cars, well, how does the procedure work? How does they decide who starts where?
So we first go on to a pill draw to set our heat race order.
Okay.
And then normally we'll do, now we do a passing point format. If there's a B main tonight, if we do 4 heats, top 5 will transfer. And then how our passing points play out, will determine our lineups for A main, redraw, and B main.
Okay.
And then, with that being said, because we're a beginner class, whatever the last previous winner was, we'll have to start 12th.
And that's you then?
Yes.
So no better than 12th no matter what you do?
Nope.
So as long as you qualify, doesn't matter how many cars you pass or anything, you're going to start 12th?
Yeah. I could go from 9th to 1st in my heat, and I'll still
Not going to matter,
starting
huh?
12th.
Well, I guess there's different ways to look at that. You could sit there, because let's be honest, I mean, when I first started, they were like, just get into a qualifying spot, Doug, and then make sure nobody passes you. That basically maybe one spot ahead of that, just so nobody can surprise you, right?
And honestly, some guys hate it, some guys like it. I always say, you know what, the fast guys are just going to say they don't like it.
Yes.
The guys that want to win, that are just starting out, are going to say that they like it. I always say you got to put yourself in other man's shoes.
Well, I've yet to find the perfect qualifying, except for maybe, I think, what they do like here for handicap for the weekly racing, where the fast guys start at the back. Because in theory, if you don't put too many in and you're fast, you should be able to come from 12th, shouldn't you?
So the handicapping, I think, is not a bad idea. But with a series touring track,
that would be different. Yeah, no, I'm talking about, you know, because time trials sometimes can make for a boring show for the fans.
Yeah. I don't like the time trial aspect of it at all. I like the timed hot laps that the Empire Super Sprints do sometimes. You know, there's times where it's not going to play out well. There's times where
depends on the racetrack a lot of times too. Some tracks on certain days are racy, and sometimes you got what you got. Yeah, making 2 spots is going to be a darn good run. So, okay.
Well, I love that they do the timed hot laps, and then they put the chance of an invert in. So like a guy like myself, you know, I'm not the best in the 360, but if I time 5th or 6th overall, they pull out the 6 invert pill, I'm going to be on the pole. That gives me a fighting chance for a redraw spot now.
That's true. Okay.
But there's also a bad side to it. You go out for timed hot laps and say some guy, you know, blowing out oil or something, you get in that, your laps are ruined.
Or you just get, you know, in somebody's wake and you don't get a good lap.
Exactly.
You know, somebody gets a bad start, next thing you know, you're on them. And you're pedaling. So, you know, so guys, there really is no perfect, but sounds like we're ready to have some fun today with a whole bunch of 305 sprint cars today. Good luck with everything, and hopefully I'll talk to you later, Jordan, okay?